What happened in the second half there? I mean, you guys were so dominant in the first half, and then it seemed like the game really just turned in that third quarter, and you were never really able to get it completely back.
Yeah, I think we had a couple breakdowns defensively and just, didn't hit shots like we should have. We had good shots and we just weren't finishing.
Do you feel like they were good shot selections that just stopped falling, or did you get a little sloppy with shot selection maybe as a team?
I think we had good shot selection, but when something's not working, it might be time to change it up a little bit, and we didn't, so.
When you look at the way you played defense in the first half, did they attack you differently in the second half more? It seemed like they were trying to get more in the paint with Basalo and Porter. Did you see them make an adjustment?
Yeah, I think they were definitely trying to get into the paint, whether that be with the drive and getting us into a lot of switch game. So, yeah, I think they were trying to get to the rim a little more and get their bigs involved. But
How frustrating was that to have them just go over and over and over on those drives, especially when they kind of regained the lead there in the fourth?
It's frustrating. I mean, it's just when you have a lead, you need to keep it and get stops on defense. So.
Tori, when you look at the way you guys have played offensively this year, done some good things, you've been streaky. Is that getting frustrating? So, like, you hit the point where you hit the back-to-back threes, you get the team back the lead right there in the third, and then you miss a couple in a row.
No, I mean, I have a shooter's mentality, so if it doesn't go in, I'm going to keep shooting regardless. But I think our shots just weren't falling. We needed to start getting it into the paint more towards the end of the game.
You guys have come into this game with some pretty good momentum coming off a couple wins. How tough is this going to be to kind of bounce back from?
I think we'll be all right. That's a frustrating loss, but we're hungry, and it's early on in conference, so.
Let's make more for you set a career program record for rebounds in a game. Does that make it somewhat bittersweet to set a record when the game ends like this?
I mean, yeah, I can rebound the ball, but I wasn't finishing it, so, I have that job as well, but didn't get that done.
Does that last sequence kind of epitomize kind of what the night was? You had a good rebounding night, but especially in the second half, you had some struggles inside with your shot. Is that hard to deal with immediately after a game?
Yeah, I mean, I just, wanted to make them for the team. I feel like I kind of let the team down a little bit. That's my job, is to finish, and yeah, it's frustrating, but it's early on in conference, and we have a lot of games left. So.
What did you like best about the way you approached this? Was the best offensive team, scoring offense in the Mountain West. What was the best part of your defensive game plan you thought in the first half?
I think it was just knowing our assignments and what to do. On defense, we had to execute our assignments and do everything that Coach told us during that whole week of practice. So.
Obviously, she wasn't able to play a ton of minutes, but getting Laura back, how big can that be as you guys move forward?
That's going to be big for us. Laura's a really good player, and it's just another weapon for us. So just kind of makes our team more diverse, and yeah, it's going to be good for us to have Laura back.
Kids really fought and battled defensively. To hold that team to that number on the scoreboard is an impressive effort by our kids. But there's another end of the floor, and didn't get it done there.
Does that last sequence, Annie gets a couple more rebounds, sets a single game record, but misses two bunnies? That's kind of the way your night went, wasn't it?
It was, and yeah, we missed a lot of easy looks at the three. We missed a lot of stuff inside, and that final possession was that was the game in 3 seconds. It seemed like, but and the foul shooting. I think 5 of 9 there in that fourth quarter, and just need to convert and to win close games. And so that's what this conference. There's a lot of good teams, and we're one of them. And there's going to be a lot of close games, but it comes down to making some shots, making some plays late. I felt we made enough stops all night, but offensively, just a tough one, obviously.
How come, Brian, just that first half, you had to be really pleased. That seemed like everything you guys wanted. Defensively, offense was in a good rhythm. Just kind of
Well,
offensively in the change.
Well, they got out of their zone. I mean, we were throwing it to the nail every single time, and that's where we were playing from and facilitating from. So they didn't let us do that. So they turned it more into, maybe just some man concepts even when they went zone. So we got some mismatches we felt on the pro post or the block, and when we went on that 8-0 run, I think that to end that third quarter, that was positive. But we got what we needed tonight, you guys. We did. Didn't matter what defense they were in. We got what we wanted. But
Credit to them. I mean, it seemed like they changed their offensive approach in the second half. Asked Porter, Basalo to drive more, penetrate, and that's where they got the most of their points.
well, they tried to do that in the first half too. But we were, we did a really nice job. I thought really most of the night guarding the basketball. Now Basalo's hard to handle. She's really shifty with her dribble. Her change of direction's really good. And so they got us in some ball screen switches with our bigs on them, and she got to the rack. And you're not going to hold a player like that down the whole night. And so you had a big fourth quarter.
Ryan, obviously she didn't get to play a whole lot of minutes, but getting Laura back, and just how much can that help as this team kind of progresses? You're getting a little healthier finally.
Yeah, I think as we move on here, it's just nice to get Laura in the game and get those game feels going, and letting her play in traffic, and she has to learn that I can trust this thing and not be so cautious on it. She's still a little cautious, but it's great to just have her back. And with each practice, with each game, she'll gain more confidence and more trust in that thing, and we'll be a better basketball team because Laura's a heck of a basketball player.
As a coach, you always talk defense, you preach defense, but does your mood technically ebb and flow more so with the way your team's playing offense?
Absolutely. I mean, especially when, I don't know, when you're executing, you're getting what you should be getting, So, yeah, it's just a tough one because we did so many good things. I can't read. How many turnovers did we have, Austin? I mean, is that 9 turnovers or 11 turnovers? I mean, we did a good job of taking care of the basketball and just so many good things. But it comes down to making baskets, y'all, and the Rams have to get better there. Very disappointing.
What is it that makes Annie such an effective rebounder?
Yeah, she's just got her just a relentless mentality. I mean, she's just a fighter. Obviously a really good athlete. She's got really good bounce, jumps quick. So it's just she wants it more than the other person a lot of times. And so she's gave us a lot of extra possessions tonight, and we feed off of her tough-mindedness. We really feed off of that, and we fed off of that all night. And so really proud of her effort on the glass for sure.